Hey everybody, welcome to Life on Turkey Lane. Tonight I'm making a jazzed up Jiffy mix cornbread to go along with our chili, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So drop on down here and let's get started. Now I've got my cast iron pan here. What I'm going to do is you need 6 tablespoons of melted butter for to go in the mix, and then you need also a little bit in your pan. So I'm going to go ahead and start melting this butter in the pan while the oven is preheating. I'm preheating my oven to 350 degrees. And I'm just going to stick that down in there and let it start melting. So 7 tablespoons. I'm going to take one tablespoon off the end of this and save it for the top. But so we need 6 tablespoons for the mix, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what you're going to need for your the Jiffy mix is you need 2 boxes of the Jiffy cornbread mix, the original. It's called America's Favorite, but it's the corn muffin mix. You'll need 2 boxes of that. And I'm going to get my whisk and I'm just going to stir that up a little bit. This mix has some lumps in it. Oh, you can't even see that. It has a little bit of lumps in it, and I'm just going to go ahead and whisk it some to get those lumps out of there, so that way my cornbread is smooth and it don't have any big lumps of powdery stuff in it once it's cooked. Now that that's done, I'm going to make a little kind of well in the center of the bowl here. And let me get my measuring cup. Telling you, I'm not complaining for help, but I'm going to beat the person who's been putting my dishes up lately, and they keep putting this little measuring cup inside the big one, and I can't get it out of the cabinet right. So anyway, you need 3 room temperature eggs, and I'm going to put it in this cup real quick. Put them in the cup and mix it up. I like to whisk them with the fork. Okay, and I'm just going to pour those in the middle there. And then I need 1 1/4 cups of buttermilk. And like I said, this is my own buttermilk from making butter earlier. So I'm going to use 1 1/4 cups of it. which is just a little bit under the mark there. So I think we'll be okay. We're good. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and add my buttermilk. And just stir that up a little bit until it's combined. And I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We like our cornbread sweet, on the sweeter side around here. I think those people in the South kind of have things mixed up a little bit. They like their iced tea with a mountain of sugar in it, and they like their cornbread with no sugar. They like it completely savory, and there's something wrong with them people. I'm just teasing. But we like our cornbread a little bit on the sweet side around here, and we also like our tea just a little bit on the sweet side. And everything in balance, you know. Everything should be balanced in moderation. Okay, I'm going to check on my butter and see if it is starting to melt some. Grab my okay. Pretty much all that butter is melted, but it's not so hot that it's gonna cook the eggs in the mix here, okay? I'm just going to leave a little bit in the pan there and let it finish melting. Okay, get this stirred up here. This is going to be some tender, yet flaky, but yet it's going to hold together too because of the eggs. Don't go by the package directions on the back of the Jiffy box, okay? First of all, we noticed before when we bought these that sometimes each box has a different set of directions. Sometimes it will tell you to cook at a different temperature. Sometimes it will tell you to add more or less milk. And so they just vary. And this is the best right here. You're going to add with the 2 boxes, usually a box tells you to add 1 egg and a 1/3 cup of milk. But we added an extra egg and of course the buttermilk and some butter. So a little bit of sugar. Let me get my pan out of the oven here. Okay, you can see that we left a little bit of butter in the pan, just coating the bottom of the pan. So, and now I'm going to pour my mix in here. And that last tablespoon of butter that we have reserved, it's reserved for the top when this cooks. See how smooth that is? We'll get this to scoop out the rest. Okay, now this is going to take at least a half hour to cook, so I'm going to put it, you can see the little bit of butter that's rose along the top. That's going to give it a nice kind of crispy edge on the top and everything. It's really good. So I'm going to slide this in the oven here. And of course it's best in a cast iron skillet. Okay, you can hear that my timer just went off. My timer just went off. I just put that in the oven, and we're gonna bake that for about 40 minutes, and then I'll be back. Hey guys, so my jazzed up Jiffy mix is out of the oven, and so since it's still hot, I'm gonna take this little, well, there was a tablespoon of butter until my daughter decided to get some for her chili to go on her noodles. So anyway, I'm just going to take this butter and I'm going to just spread it around the top. Oh, this looks so good. I know you can see the little crusty edge there. It's not too dark. It's not too brown. It's just perfect. Now I'm going to take just a little touch of honey. I'm squeezing a little touch of honey on top there. That is if I can get it to come down. I've had it in the fridge because
I gotta go take care of my animals before I eat, and then I'll be indeed. I love you.
Love you. Let me get my other honey out of the cabinet here.
Oh, you're
Okay. I've had my one honey in the fridge because the top broke off and I didn't want to have it sitting open in the cabinet. This one's almost empty, but it's enough for tonight. So I'm just going to drizzle just a little bit of honey on top and spread it around while it's still hot. And like I said, we made chili for supper tonight, so this is going with our chili. I'm just going to kind of spread that around on the top there. Not too much, because we already put sugar in the cornbread, so we don't need a whole lot of honey. Just a little bit to make like a glaze on the top here with our butter. So anyway, I hope you like this recipe. I'm going to take a bite of it here in just a second as soon as I get this. Well, that's enough honey. So I'm going to cut this. And like I said, a cast iron skillet is the best to use. Oh, that's nice and tender. Let me get a little plate here. Guys, does that look good or what? Now that look is moist and it looks delicious. See the little crispy edge just right there? Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. I'm gonna take a bite of that so I can get a little piece of the crispy edge. Now I don't like my cornbread hard and dry, but I do like a crispy edge. Let me up here. Oh yeah. One thing I hate about cornbread is dry cornbread. But putting the buttermilk in it made it super moist. Plus, like I said, we added one extra egg than what the box mixes call for. And we also added probably almost a cup more of buttermilk to it. So that made it really light and fluffy and very tender. And oh yeah, the butter gives it such a great flavor, a buttery flavor. And it's just a hint, you know, I added 4 tablespoons of sugar to those 2 boxes. So it's not super sweet, it's just a hint sweet, and it's perfect. It is so good. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sit down and have my chili and my cornbread. I hope you guys are having something wonderful for dinner tonight. I also hope you'll try this recipe. I hope you like this recipe. I'm glad that you've come here tonight and that you've spent some time with me. And if you haven't already done so, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And the best way you can help me out is to share my channel with your friends and give this video a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Tell me what you liked, what you don't like. Tell me what you have with your chili or how you make your cornbread. And have a blessed, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.